You need the eye drop. I will leave one. I have one new one. I'll leave it home for you.
I have the green one.
Oh, okay. That's good. They send me another one, green one. Oh my goodness. Long day.
Long day today?
Yeah, it's little bit of everything. Little bit of...
Alexa, stop.
Little bit of everything. Little bit of this and that and this and that. Like Uber, Lyft, John. Okay, I'm gonna put the YouTube. Put the speaker because I need to hear it loud and clear. I hope they give me more session. Oh, what happened to your hand?
What happened?
Is that you?
Yeah.
I know, you look like Lakeisha. You know Lakeisha? Yesterday white, today black. Okay, you gonna do the pasta?
Yeah, I did.
You need to show me how to do, because sometimes you're not answering the phone. Let me see something.
Eh,
Come on.
eh.
That lady, she showed what her name?
Oh,
Kathleen Lincoln.
don't go to Kathleen.
Also Gingy.
Don't go to Jingjing.
No, you...
Did Jingjing message you?
I don't know, I don't think so. There's no connection. Try again. Tap to see video. Oh.
Okay, see you
Okay,
later.
later, alligator.
Intuit AI makes smarter business decisions wherever you go. Let the QuickBooks for Business app keep you in sync. Install now.
Leaking. Throw some leaking in there. If it's things like hydraulic brakes, tires, airlines, I want to check to make sure it's not leaking. Then secondly, we have ABC. We learned those in kindergarten, right? ABC is a good thing. You're back in school again. Abrasion, bumps, cuts. That typically goes for anything rubber, such as tire, hose, connections, so on and so forth. Remember ABC, abrasion, bumps, cuts. So in this method, we're fixing to go through our modernized pre-trip. Remember, this is based on the modernized version, so there's a little bit of changes from the old version. So just watch this, see how we do it. This is the test that they now perform on the DMV. There are some other things that we teach here in school that you need to check for safety, function, everything. But this is your test. This is how they're going to score you. And so this is what we teach for the test in particular. So I want you to come with us, watch, let us know in the comments if you have any questions and need any further explanation, and we look forward to seeing you soon. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to check our exterior of our lights. The reason we do that is they're going to make sure that your vehicle's safe to go on the road first. So they're going to check the exterior lights for you. So what you're going to do, turn your key on in accessory mode. That'll get your gauges all up and going. So we're going to turn our headlights on first. They should give
Yep.
check our four-ways, make sure that those are working. They'll let us know if that's working properly. From there, they'll go to the back so we can do the same thing. Once they're back there, we have our headlights on, so our tail light should be on right now. They'll give us thumbs up, let us know we're good there. We'll check our brake lights. They'll give us thumbs up, let us know that's working. Check our four-ways in the back. But once they give us a thumbs up, our left indicator, right indicator, once they've signaled all that's ready, they'll come around and they'll climb in the cab. All right, now that the examiner has climbed in, they're in the truck with us, the first thing that we're going to do is our seat belt. We're going to put our seat belt on. As we put our seat belt on, we're checking our seat belt, make sure there's no cuts, no frays, no abrasions. We want to make sure that it's not torn anywhere. Then we want to check the function of it, make sure that it latches and that it unlatches properly. That works good. We're going to put that on before we start the vehicle. Now that we have our seatbelt on, I'm going to mention to the examiner, I got in with 3 points of contact, but that's part of your test. That's part of your points. We want to mention that in particular. Once we've done that, now it's time to start our in cab, which begins with our brake test. So we're going to turn it on. Turn our key on accessory mode. We're looking for our ABS light, which is down here. It turned on, it turned off, which is a good thing. If it stays on, that's a problem. In this case, it went back off. Now we're going to perform a safe start. Put on the brake, make sure the brakes are out. We're in neutral. Now we're going to start our vehicle. All right, so now with our in cab, our first thing we're going to check, we're testing our air brakes. Here we do the Gale method. With the Gale method, the first thing is the governor cutoff. Right now we're sitting at about 65 PSI, so we're waiting on that to build, but we're listening for that governor cutoff. We want to mention to our examiner, my governor cutoff should happen between 120 and 140 PSI. So we're going to sit here and wait for that. It should be a sneeze sound, and that'll let us know our governor cutout. We'll also need to identify where that governor cutout happens. As I mentioned, 120 to 140. It needs to happen in that range somewhere for it to be working functionally. In this case, I'm going to give it a little bit of fuel just to build that pressure quicker. Don't run it above 1,000 RPMs, but we can run it up to 1,000 RPMs just to help. It just saves a little time and a little less frustrating to the examiner. Our air is creeping up here, so we're watching here. This is our primary. This is our secondary. Listening for the cutout. There it is. These increments here are in tens, so you're at almost 130, about 127-ish, about 130. Now that we've got our governor cutout, we're going to proceed with our air brake test. Now, once you hear that governor cut out, the next thing that you need to do is turn the engine off. Once you have those tanks filled, you need to turn the engine off, or you can't perform the proper air test. Now you got to turn your key back into the on position. Governor cut out, engine off, turn that key into the on position. Why? Because we got to see our gauges and we got to be able to hear the warning when it happens. All right, now we're going to charge the brake system. You cannot test a brake system that is not charged. So in this case, we're charging the brake system. We hear the air going through the system. On this particular trailer that we're running, it has a tank back there, and so it's got to fill that tank with air. So that's why it does some hissing for a second here. And we're going to wait till that hissing completely stops before we start our air brake test. On this next part, we're going to do the applied method. On the applied method, I'm going to put my foot on the brake firmly, not hard, but firmly. And I'm going to hold that brake, and I should not lose more than 4 psi in 60 seconds. Listening for my air. That hissing is just about gone. All right, now that we know that the hissing is quit, we know that our system is fully charged at this point, we're ready to go. We have our handy dandy timer here. We're starting with the A. The A is the applied. We're going to press the brake, not too hard, but firmly. Now we're going to start our timer. We're going to count 60 seconds here. Hold that still. Make sure your foot sits really still on the ground, because if any movement on that brake pedal will cause you to lose air, and that will mess up your test. So we're holding that firmly, foot on the ground. Make sure we're not getting any cramps. All right, that's 60 seconds. We did not lose more than 4 psi. So on our Gale method, we've done the governor cutoff, we've done the applied. Now that brings us to our L. On the L, that's our low air pressure warning. In this test, we're going to be testing that our low air pressure warning kicks on. For this to be a proper warning, it needs to kick on before 55 psi. So I'm going to fan my brake until that warning kicks in. There we have the warning, both on the primary and the secondary. We got it here. That popped on about 60 psi. So that means we're good. It's before 55 psi. So that's good working order. Our next part is the E in Gale. Our emergency brakes, we need to test those. Now, don't touch these brakes because they're on springs, and the pressure needs to pop them. So touching these brakes will get you disqualified. So testing our emergency brake, that should happen between 20 and 45 psi. So we're going to leak this pressure down, wait for those to pop. We're going to indicate where they popped at, so that we know those air brakes are on our emergency side are working properly. So fan this brake down. Go until both of them pops. All right, both of them has popped. That popped about 30 psi. So that means that our emergency brakes are working properly. Now that we're done with our air brake test, we'll let them know that completes my air brake test. Now I'm going to start the truck up and begin my in-cab inspection. Again, that's with your safe start. Our brakes are out, neutral, and we started with our foot on the brake. All right. Now I'm going to fast forward this so you don't have to hear all this dinging. All right, now that our low air warning dinging has stopped, we're going to start our in-cab. The only reason I'm checking both sides to make sure that they're adjusted properly for me. From there, I'm going to come to my windshield. Check my windshield, make sure it's clean and clear. It's not cracked, damaged, or loose. I'm also going to make sure there's no obstructions. Make sure you mention that on your windshield, that there's no obstructions. Once you've checked out your windshield for any obstructions, then we're going to check our wiper blades. Our wiper arms, we'll start with those first. Make sure they are not cracked, damaged, or loose. They're working properly. Our rubber itself, make sure that those have no abrasion, bumps, or cuts on them, and make sure that they have good contact with the glass. So we're going to turn that on, let it check. It looks like it's got good contact with the glass. There's no abrasion, bumps, or cuts. Once that happens, we're going to turn on our washer fluid. Washer fluid is working well. It's cleaning the window well. Our wiper blades are making good contact with the glass, so that's in good working order. Once we've checked the outside and the whole front, I like to come down to my dash area, go from there. I'm going to check my indicators in the cab. I'm going to check my left turn signal, right turn signal. I'm going to check my four ways. Four ways are working. Turn on my headlights. Headlights come on. I see it dim as it's supposed to. I'm going to check my brights. I see my bright indicator come on. Turn those back off. Once we've checked all of our lights in here, then I'm going to proceed to, we'll check my horn, city horn, air horn, make sure those are working properly. Once we've checked those, then we need to check our heater and our defrost. So first we're going to check our defrost. Turn that to defrost, turn it to heat. I feel that blowing up there, so we know our defrost works. Next, to check our heat itself, I'm going to turn it on floor.
Estimated time in traffic.
We feel that heat coming out of the floor, so we know our heat's good to go. Turn that back to AC since it's summertime right now. We don't want to burn our examiner up over there. Now, if it's wintertime, turn the heat on and keep them nice and warm. Now that we've checked all of our functions on our dash, we've checked our horns, now we're going to proceed with our three emergency equipment. Our three emergency equipment, first off, is your fuses. You need to have extra fuses. We have those in the door over here. Our second emergency equipment would be our fire extinguisher. Our fire extinguisher is mounted on the floor right here. You want to make sure it's mounted securely to the floor. Make sure you communicate that. My fire extinguisher is mounted securely. It's properly charged, which you have a gauge on there. You want to make sure that it's properly charged. And then you want to make sure the handle is secured with a pin. The reason why you want to make sure it's secured with a pin is if it's something you bump the handle or whatever, your fire extinguisher don't just go off. It needs to have a pin in that handle to prevent it from going off, because in an emergency situation you want to make sure that you have a fire extinguisher that works and has something to put a fire out. Our third and final safety equipment is back under the bunk. It's in a red box. It's 3 emergency triangles. They're orange in color, but they're in a red box, and we have 3 of those triangles. Once we have done that, you can take a moment and make sure that you can check everything off in your mind, make sure you hit everything. From there, we're going to start a tug test. We identified earlier that our governor cutoff was at 130 psi. We are sitting there now, so we're going to start our tug test. First thing on our tug test we're going to do is we're going to check our trailer brakes. So we're going to charge our truck brakes, press that in, leave our trailer brake out because we want to pull against it. Put it into drive, both hands on the wheel. We'll give it just a little bit of fuel. There we go. We pulled against it, so we know our trailer brake is holding properly. That also checks to make sure that your trailer is latched to your truck as well, because you're pulling against that connection there. So that's always good to check that. Now we're going to check our tractor parking brake. Make sure that we're in drive here. The way that you know you're in drive is here in your gear symbol. It's showing we're in second gear right now. I'm in drive, both hands on the wheel. Do a little slight pull. All right, we pulled against it, it held. We know we're good there. Now that we've checked both of our emergency parking brakes, we're going to check our service brake. The way that we check our service brake is I'm going to pull forward about 5 miles per hour. It doesn't have to be exact, but you got to pull forward fast enough that you can hit the brakes and see if your wheel's going to move left or right. What we're checking for is that our brakes are adjusted properly. If they're out of adjustment or overly worn, our wheel will jerk one way or the other. Another thing that can indicate is suspension problem. Put this into drive, both our brakes are pressed in, both hands on the wheel, hold it loosely so that you can feel any movement. Check your mirrors, your surroundings, make sure you're good to go. We're going to pull forward about 5 miles per hour. Holding it loosely, hit the brake. It didn't pull left or right, so we're good. Now we'll set those brakes, put in neutral. Now we're good. We'll indicate now that we have completed our end cap. Now let's go to the exterior of the vehicle. All right, so on the first thing that we're going to do is up here on the front. This is on the exterior. Remember, we've just checked our lights. We've done so that's in good working order. Once we've checked the outside and the whole front, crack, damage, or loose, I'm also going to make sure there's no obstructions. Make sure you mention that on your windshield, that there's no obstructions. Once you've checked out your windshield for any obstructions, then we're going to check our wiper blades. Our wiper arms, we'll start with those first. Make sure they are not cracked, damaged, or loose. They're working properly. Our rubber itself, make sure that those have no abrasion, bumps, or cuts on them, and make sure that they have good contact with the glass. So we're going to turn that on, let it check. It looks like it's got good contact with the glass. There's no abrasion, bumps, or cuts. Once that happens, we're going to turn on our washer fluid. Washer fluid is working well. It's cleaning the window well. Our wiper blades are making good contact with the glass, so that's in good working order. Once we've checked the outside and the whole front, I like to come down to my dash area, go from there. I'm going to check my indicators in the cab. I'm going to check my left turn signal, right turn signal. I'm going to check my four-ways. Four-ways are working. Turn on my headlights. Headlights come on. I see it dim as it's supposed to. I'm going to check my brights. I see my bright indicator come on. Turn those back off. Once we've checked all of our lights in here, then I'm going to proceed to, we'll check my horn, city horn, air horn, make sure those are working properly. Once we've checked those, then we need to check our heater and our defrost. So first we're going to check our defrost. Turn that to defrost, turn it to heat. I feel that blowing up there, so we know our defrost works. Next, to check our heat itself, I'm going to turn it on floor. We feel that heat coming out of the floor, so we know our heat's good to go. Turn that back to AC since it's summertime right now. We don't want to burn our examiner up over there. Now, if it's wintertime, turn the heat on and keep them nice and warm. Now that we've checked all of our functions on our dash, we've checked our horns. Now we're going to proceed with our three emergency equipment. Our three emergency equipment, first off, is your fuses. You need to have extra fuses. We have those in the door over here. Our second emergency equipment would be our fire extinguisher. Our fire extinguisher is mounted on the floor right here. You want to make sure it's mounted securely to the floor. Make sure you communicate that. My fire extinguisher is mounted securely. It's properly charged, which you have a gauge on there. You want to make sure that it's properly charged. And then you want to make sure the handle is secured with a pin. The reason why you want to make sure it's secured with a pin is if something, you bump the handle or whatever, your fire extinguisher don't just go off. It needs to have a pin in that handle to prevent it from going off, because in an emergency situation, you want to make sure that you have a fire extinguisher that works and has something to put a fire out. Our third and final safety equipment is back under the bunk. It's in a red box. It's 3 emergency triangles. They're orange in color, but they're in a red box, and we have 3 of those triangles. Once we have done that, you can take a moment and make sure that you check everything off in your mind, make sure you hit everything. From there, we're going to start a tug test. We identified earlier that our governor cutoff was at 130 psi. We are sitting there now, so we're going to start our tug test. First thing on our tug test we're going to do is we're going to check our trailer brakes. So we're going to charge our truck brakes, press that in, leave our trailer brake out because we want to pull against it. Put it into drive, both hands on the wheel. We'll give it just a little bit of fuel. There we go. We pulled against it, so we know our trailer brake is holding properly. That also checks to make sure that your trailer is latched to your truck as well, because you're pulling against that connection there. So that's always good to check that. Now we're going to check our tractor parking brake. Make sure that we're in drive here. The way that you know you're in drive is here in your gear symbol. It's showing we're in second gear right now. I'm in drive, both hands on the wheel. Do a little slight pull. All right, we pulled against it, it held. We know we're good there. Now that we've checked both of our emergency parking brakes, we're going to check our service brake. The way that we check our service brake is I'm going to pull forward, about 5 miles per hour. It doesn't have to be exact, but you got to pull forward fast enough that you can hit the brakes and see if your wheel's going to move left or right. What we're checking for is that our brakes are adjusted properly. If they're out of adjustment or overly worn, our wheel will jerk one way or the other. Another thing that can indicate is suspension problem. Put this into drive. Both our brakes are pressed in. Both hands on the wheel. Hold it loosely so that you can feel any movement. Check your mirrors, your surroundings. Make sure you're good to go. We're going to pull forward about 5 miles per hour. Holding it loosely. Hit the brake. It didn't pull left or right, so we're good. Now we'll set those brakes. Put in neutral. Now we're good. We'll indicate now that we have completed our end cab. Now let's go to the exterior of the vehicle. All right, so on the first thing that we're going to do is up here on the front. This is on the exterior. Remember, we've just checked our lights. We've done our end cab and our brake test. Now we're out here on the exterior. All right, so the first thing we're going to overview the leaning of the truck. Make sure it's not leaning left or right, front or back. If it was, that would indicate there's some sort of spring damage or low tire or load shifted. This looks good. There's no leaning. So the next thing that we're going to check, we're going to look underneath, make sure there's no puddles. If there were a puddle, we would know that there's a leak of some sort. There's a fluid there, whether that be oil, coolant, whatever that is, we would want to check that out. Now that we've done that overview, next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at our lights. We're going to look at our headlights. We're going to make sure that our lenses, they're not cracked, damaged, or loose. They're the proper color for the headlights. That's clear. On our blinkers, our indicators, those should be orange. They are. Neither of those are cracked, damaged, or loose. They're properly mounted and secured. Once we hit our headlights, we're going to look at our marker lights up top. Those are the proper color, which is amber. None of those are cracked, damaged, or loose. They're properly mounted and secured. Once we do those, we're going to step to the side here on this trailer. We're going to look at our marker lights on the top of our trailer for our clearance. Those are not cracked, damaged, or loose, and they are the proper color. Same thing on this side. We're going to step over here and ensure that those are not cracked, damaged, or loose. They're the proper color, and they look like they're working properly. All right, so once you've done that, now we're going to go under the hood and begin our under the hood check. All right, so under the hood, when we go under the hood here on the modernized version, here are the things that I want to check. First, I want to check our 3 fluids. Then I want to check our overview of our hoses, such as our air hoses, any fuel lines, any oil lines, anything like that. We're going to look to see if we got any leaks going on. Our third thing that we're going to check, we're going to check our steering system. Once we've checked our steering system, we're going to go to our suspension system. Once we're done with the suspension, we're going to go to our brakes and our tires. And that's kind of how this under the hood's going to work. So the first thing on our 3 fluids on this particular truck is on the other side. We're going to go over there and we're going to check out our first fluid on the other side. All right, so under the hood on the passenger side on this particular truck, the only thing that we have is our coolant. Over here, our coolant, we want to check out the reservoir. We want to make sure that the reservoir itself is not cracked, it's not damaged, it's not loose, it's not leaking. Also, we want to check the fill level. Make sure that it's at the proper level, which is between full and minimum. It is. Also, we want to check the cap, make sure it's in place, it's not cracked, it's not damaged, it's not loose, and it's present. We also want to check our hose. Make sure there's no abrasion, bumps, or cuts. And we also want to make sure that the clamps are well seated and those are not broken or leaking on either end here. All right, now that we've started our fluids on that side, we've got the passenger side knocked out. We're over here on the drive side. The next thing I'm going to be checking, I've already got my first fluid. My second fluid is my engine oil. I want to look at it. The dipstick, I want to make sure it's in good working order. It's not cracked, damaged, or loose, or leaking. Then I would need to check my oil. To check the oil, I would pull my dipstick out. I would wipe it clean. I would reinsert it, pull out again, and get a good reading. It should be between add and minimum. And I would reinsert it, making sure that it was at the proper operating level. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to look at my oil fill tube and make sure it's not cracked, damaged, or loose. The cap is intact. The cap itself is not cracked, damaged, or loose, and it is in place. Now, if I had checked that and I needed oil, this is where I would add oil. All right, so now I've checked my second fluid. My third fluid is my power steering fluid. I want to check the reservoir, make sure that it's not cracked, damaged, loose, or leaking anywhere. I'm going to check the level, make sure that it's between add and full. It is. Then I'm going to check my hoses coming to and from. There are no abrasion, bumps, or cuts there. They look good. They're not leaking. My cap is here. It's not cracked, damaged, looks good. I've hit my fluids. I've hit an overview of my hoses. Now I'm going to go to my steering system. First thing on our steering system is our steering shaft. I want to make sure that it's not cracked, it's not damaged, it's not loose. I want to make sure it has no excessive play. It can't have more than 10 degrees of play. This is good. You don't have to touch it on the test, but I am touching it to show you. So once we've checked the steering shaft, that brings us down to our steering gearbox. I want to check my steering gearbox, make sure it's not cracked, damaged, or loose. It's properly mounted and secured to the frame. I'm also checking those bolts, making sure I don't see any signs of looseness, such as shiny threads or any rust. Once I've checked out my gearbox, that's going to bring me over to my 3-piece steering system. My 3-piece steering system, it's all good working order, no cracks, damage, or loose. It's secured with castle nuts and cotter pins. Once I've checked that out, I'm going to go to my suspension system. My suspension leaf springs, they're not cracked, damaged, or loose. None of them are missing, and none of them are shifted. Now I'm going to look at each end where it's suspended. My spring hangers, they're not cracked, damaged, or loose. Same thing on the back there. It's not cracked, damaged, or loose, and it's working properly. Now where my springs are held to my axle, these U-bolts, they're not cracked, damaged, or loose. They're in good working order. They're secured over the bump stop. The bump stop is not cracked, damaged, or loose. It's not overly worn. Now I'm going to go to my shock absorber. My shock absorber, it's not cracked, damaged, or loose, or leaking because it has hydraulics on the top and the bottom. That looks good. Now we're done with our suspension, and it's supplying air to our brakes. My ABS line, it's not no abrasion, bumps, or cuts. It's not broken in any fashion, and it's working properly. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go to my brake itself. My brake shoes, they are not cracked, damaged, or loose, and they have at least a 1/4 inch of pad. I'm also looking to make sure there's no contaminants either on the drum or the brake pads. Make sure that you mention contaminants such as oil, dirt, or grease. That can hinder your stopping ability, and you want to make sure that you mention that on your test. All right. Once you have done the brakes, we're going to check this tire out. Our tire, we're going to check our sidewalls out on both sides. There are no abrasion, bumps, or cuts. There are no gouges from hitting curbs. Then we want to check the top of the tire. The top of the tire should be evenly worn. You know, it should be, tread depth should all be at least 4/32 of tread depth on the steer tire. Anything from the drive tires back can be 2/32 and up. But on the steer tire, we need to make sure that it's 4/32 here. And that needs to be in all grooves. And we would check that with a tire depth gauge. Once we've checked that out, then we want to confirm that these are a matching set of tires on the front. They need to be the same size, same wear. They need to be a matching set. Once we've done that, we're going to check our seal from our tire to our rim. Make sure it has a good seal, it's not leaking. Then we want to check our rim. Our rim itself needs to not be cracked, damaged, or loose anywhere. No illegal welds. We need to check our lug nuts. Make sure that none of those are loose. How would we tell? It would be by shiny threads showing up here, or there would be rust trails coming from the lug nuts that would start showing up when you drive. We don't see any signs of looseness, and all of our lug nuts are present. We don't see any missing. Also, our valve stem, make sure that we check it. It needs to not be cracked, damaged, or loose. It needs to be accessible. Our cap needs to be on. Our tire pressure needs to be at least 100 psi or to manufacturer specifications, which will be listed here. And how you would check that tire pressure, you need to mention that you would check it with a tire gauge. We don't check it by bumping it. You'd have to actually use a gauge and mention that to your examiner. Once you've done that, that covers all of our under the hood section. Now we're going to move on to behind the truck. All right, now that we're done under the hood and the tires, now our next thing we're going to check is our traffic monitoring devices. This we're going to be checking and make sure that the mirror is not cracked, damaged, or loose. There's no illegal stickers. There's no obstruction. I want to make sure that it's clean and clear. You don't want any mud or dirt on there. I want to make sure that it's mounted correctly. It's not cracked, damaged, or loose. Properly mounted to our door. Once we've checked that, when we go down here, here's our battery box. We need to check it out at the test. We don't have to open this up. Now on your particular vehicle, do make sure you open it up, check it out, check your batteries, your cables, so on and so forth. But the DMV, when you take your test, you do not have to open it, but you have to be able to articulate what you would check. On our battery box, we make sure that it's properly mounted and secured. We would check our batteries, make sure none of those are cracked, damaged, loose, or leaking. We would also check all of our connections, make sure they're all secure. None of those wires are frayed or burnt. There's no corrosions on the battery post. All of those are tight with no corrosion. Once we're done with our battery box, that brings us to our DEF fluid. Here you can see the cap. I want to make sure the cap is not cracked, damaged, or loose, and the cap is intact. Now we can't see our tank back there, but if we had x-ray vision or if we were to pull this panel off, we would check back there. We'd check the tank itself, make sure it's not cracked, damaged, or loose, that it's properly secured to the frame. It has some tank straps that's strapping it to the frame. You want to mention that those are in proper working order. Once you've done that, we're going to come back here to the fuel tank. All right, now that we've checked the side of our truck, we've checked our battery box and mirrors, and we've checked our DEF fluid, that brings us around here to our fuel tank. Our fuel tank, we want to check our cap, make sure that it's in place, it's not leaking, it's properly mounted and secured, it's not cracked, damaged, or loose. Also, you want to make sure you don't have to open this up on your test day. We want to make sure that that T-chain is in place. That's your safety chain to keep you from losing your cap. Make sure it's in place, and that rubber seal, want to make sure it has no abrasion, bumps, or cuts. It's in good working order and does a good seal. Lock that back down. Also, we have our fuel lines back here. Those fuel lines, they need to not be leaking, no abrasion, bumps, or cuts, and they need to be properly supplying fuel. Our fuel tank itself should not be cracked, damaged, or loose. Don't see any leaks. Our tank straps, you want to check those. Make sure they're not cracked, damaged, or loose. They're properly securing the tank to the truck. All right, now that we've done our fuel tank, that brings us to our connections for our trailer. First, we want to check our electrical, make sure that it's properly connected. We want to check and make sure we have the safety catch holding our electrical in. You do not have to unplug this at the DMV, but I'm going to unplug it here. You want to check your connections, make sure you're not missing any pins, make sure there's no corrosion, no contaminants in there. We'll plug that back in, make sure that that safety catch holds that so that don't come undone. Now we're going to check our air lines on the tractor side. Your red is for your emergency line. It's not leaking, it's not cracked, damaged, or loose. Our service line, which is blue, it's not cracked, damaged, or loose. It's not leaking. I don't see any signs of leakage or hear any leaks. Then as we come across, we want to make sure that our lines are properly suspended. They're not dragging the catwalk while we're looking at that. Make sure your catwalk is clean and clear of any debris. And then we're going to check this end of the electrical line. Same thing as we've done that. We'll pull it, check those pins, make sure they're not missing, they're not broken. None of those have any corrosion or contaminants that would block it. Safety catch is in place. Our glad hands, these are called your glad hands on this side because of how they connect. You want to make sure that those are connected. You want to make sure that the rubber as well has a good seat on it. That way it's not leaking. If these were cracked or damaged, you would need to replace those parts. but in this case they look good. We also want to look for anything such as wasp nest or dirt or whatever inside these lines. Make sure that that's good. Make sure that your connection connects well, seated well. You don't hear any
In
leaks.
half a mile,
You don't see any
use
signs
the
of
left 2
leaks,
lanes to stay to the
such as
left
crack,
to
damage,
exit
or loose.
25. Hugh
Then we're going to
Perry
check our
Tunnel
emergency
toward
side on the
Manhattan.
trailer side. Same thing. Check our seals there. Make sure those are good. We don't see the glad hand that's cracked, damaged, or loose. We don't see any signs of leaks here. Our hoses in general across, we want to look, make sure none of those have any abrasion, bumps, or cuts. Our electrical line, no abrasion, bumps, or cuts, and it's not dragging the catwalks. This is a good opportunity on your truck to check your frame. So we're going to look at our frame, make sure it's not cracked, damaged, or loose, no illegal welds. I don't see any damage that would cause any harm here. All right, now that we've made it back to our trailer, we're going to be checking our reflective tape, DOT
Construction
reflective tape.
reported ahead.
The law states it needs to cover at least 50% of the length of the trailer.
Stay to the
As you
left
see,
to
we have
exit
that
25.
covered
Hugh
more than
Perry Tunnel
sufficiently.
toward Manhattan.
All right, now that we've got our reflective tape, we want to go under here and check our connections. Specifically on our trailer, we want to look at our apron, make sure it's not cracked, damaged, or loose. We don't see any damage that would hinder the connection of the trailer here or the floor of the trailer. But now we want to look at our connection here, the fifth wheel. We want to make sure the fifth wheel is not cracked, damaged, or loose. It shows no sign of wear or broken anywhere. We want to check, make sure there's no gap between the fifth wheel and the trailer. Gap would indicate a high hitch or not properly connected. Also, you want to check your lubricant. Make sure it's properly greased and lubricated for turns and so on. Then we want to check the mounting of the fifth wheel. Make sure the mounting is proper. Our bolts here, they all look tight. They don't look like they're loose, such as shiny threads or rust, and none of them are missing. It's all properly connected to the fifth wheel. Then we want to check our locking jaws. This handle controls our locking jaws. It's not cracked, damaged, or loose. It's not bent, it's not broken. And since we have a trailer connected, it is in the lock position. Now this particular fifth wheel is not a sliding fifth wheel. It's adjustable because it has different holes, but this is a bolted down fifth wheel, so it's properly seated to the frame. If it was a sliding fifth wheel, you would need to check and make sure that the sliding fifth wheel was locked in, it was latched, and that the rails itself were clean and clear of any debris, and the airline going to it was not cracked, damaged, or loose, properly supplying air to the fifth wheel slide. From there, we're going to step back here. All right, now that we're back here, we kind of got a view of this. We're going to be looking up into our fifth wheel. Make sure the kingpin that's on the trailer is not bent, not broken, it's not cracked, damaged, or loose. And we make sure that it's the locking jaws on the fifth wheel are seated around the kingpin well. And we want to make sure the locking jaws are properly lubricated and they're, like I said, seated well around the kingpin.
In
From there,
3/4 of
that's
a
going to bring
mile,
us back here to our
continue on
landing gear.
I-278
We want to
East,
make sure our landing gear has
Brooklyn-Queens
proper clearance
Expressway.
between landing gear and the tractor so that we can make turns and it not affect or tear anything up. Once we've checked the clearance, we're going to check the landing gear itself. We're going to look at the cross members, make sure those are not cracked, damaged, or loose. They're not bent or broken in any way. We're going to check our landing pads, make sure those are not cracked, damaged, or loose. Make sure there's no debris on them that would potentially cause damage to someone else or just be a nuisance in general. Then we're going to take a look at our crank handle. We want to make sure that it's properly stowed. We want to make sure that it's not cracked, damaged, or loose, functions properly. And we want to make sure that it has our landing gear in the fully raised position we're traveling. All right, any side markers or indicators, make sure that you check those out. What we're checking for is make sure it's not cracked, damaged, or loose, and that it's proper color, and that it's working properly. This one looks good. All right, now we're going to check. You need to check your trailer frame. On this particular trailer, the only frame that we have is here. Our frame is not cracked, damaged, or loose. It's not bent or broken. And we're going to take a look at the floor. Make sure the floor of the trailer, we don't see any damage to the floor. Once we've checked that out, you need to check your ABS light. Make sure it's not cracked, damaged, or loose. Now, the only time this light comes on is when you turn the key in there. The ABS light indicator should pop on in there, and it should turn back off if it's working properly. Same time this will operate. If that light stays on, that means you have a problem with your ABS and you need to get it checked out. All right, now back here on the back of the trailer, we're going to need to check our lights, make sure those are not cracked, damaged, or loose, both sides, and they're the proper color. Then we want to look at our marker lights, make sure those are not cracked, damaged, or loose, properly mounted and secured. And that's it. All right, guys, that was the modernized version of your CDL pre-trip. We hope that you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, remember, let us know below. Remember to
Coach presents How to Dress for the Ultimate Friend Date.
My name is Nikita. I'm going to start the in-cab pre-trip for 160. First thing I'm going to check is my seat belt. It is properly mounted and secured, not damaged, no rips or tears. It latches, it releases, and it's adjusted for me, the driver. The second thing, I have an ABC rating fire extinguisher to my left. It is properly mounted and secured, not damaged. There is no leaks, and it is fully charged with the pin in it. I have 3 red reflective triangles and spare fuses in my cab. So now I'm going to perform a safe start. First, I'm going to turn the key forward, watching my gauges cycle. I'm checking for my ABS light. It came on, it went off. This indicates that my vehicle is equipped with anti-lock brakes. So now I'm going to perform my safe start, making sure my shifter is in neutral, my brakes are both on. I will depress my clutch and start the vehicle. Okay, slowly lifting up off of my clutch. First, I will check my dashboard, my gauges, my temperature gauge, my oil pressure gauge, and my voltmeter are all rising to normal operating ranges. My air pressure gauges are rising to governor cutoff between 120 and 140 psi. Now move to my steering wheel. My left signal, right signal, high beams, 4-way flashers, they are all working properly. My city horn, my air horn is all working properly. Okay, so now I'll move over here to my heat and defrost. It works on all fan speed. Right, now I'll move outside to my mirrors. My mirrors are properly mounted and secured. They are not damaged, no chips, cracks. They are clean and adjusted to me, the driver. My windshield is properly mounted and secured. There is no damages, no chips or cracks. There is no illegal stickers and no obstructions to my view. The last thing is my windshield wipers. They work on all speeds. The solvent sprays evenly across the windshield, and the wipers make good contact with the glass, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna perform a tug test. Now I'm gonna perform a tug test. First thing I'm going to do is make sure my air pressure is built to governor cutoff between 120 and 140. We have to do that. In order to check your brakes, you got to make sure the air pressure is built up twice. If you do not, it's an automatic fail. So you want to hear the governor cutoff. We're going to give it a little bit of gas to help it rise. vehicle in first gear. Lift up a little. I will check my parking brake by pressing in my trailer brake, which is the red brake valve. I will lift up slowly off the clutch until I feel a small tug. That means my parking brake is working properly. Now, I will push in my parking brake to check my trailer brake. I will lift up slowly and give it a small tug. Okay, my trailer brake is working properly. Now I have to check my service brake by pushing in both my parking and my trailer brake. I will move forward approximately 6 feet. I don't move that far. Press down my clutch, then my service brake. My vehicle did not pull to the left or the right, which means my service brake is working properly. Now I will put my vehicle back in neutral, lift up off my clutch, put my brakes out, lift up off my clutch, and build my air pressure to governor cutout again. If you do not do this, it's an automatic fail. I need to mention that any part of the brake test that is not done correctly, automatic fail. As far as checking items in the vehicle, you can get up to 4 points. Turn the key back to the on position, so where I see my gauges. I'm going to push in both my brake valves. If you do not do any part of this, automatic fail. Okay, so I got my vehicle in first gear, vehicle off and back on, brake valves pushed in, my vehicle's in first gear to keep it from rolling. So now I'm going to perform my leak down test. First part of the leak down test is I will hold my service brake pedal for 1 minute. I should not lose more than 4 psi air pressure. Examiner, will you time me?
Okay, for 1 minute.
Okay. Time. I did not lose more than 4 psi. The second part is I will fan my brake pedal down to 55 psi, and my warning light and buzzer should pop on if one is equipped. Low air pressure warning. That's my low pressure warning. The buzzer did not come on. So now I will continue fanning to 40 psi. And both of my brake valves, emergency brake valves, should pop out. Okay. This indicates that I have no major air leaks in my air system. I will press in my clutch, put my vehicle back in neutral, turn the key off, and this concludes my NCAP test. You stop.
We will now begin pre-trip inspection. We will begin with Section A. Clearance lights. Securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. Proper color. Headlights and turn signals.
Stay to the
Securely
left.
mounted,
Then use
not
the left lane
damaged,
to
not
continue to
broken.
Center Street North,
Proper color,
Chambers Street.
clean and clear. My truck is not leaning. If it was, it would indicate a suspension issue or low tire pressure. There's no leaks underneath my truck.
In half a mile, use the left lane to stay to the left. Then use the left lane to continue to Center Street North, Chambers Street.
My alternator is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It is belt driven. The wires are securely mounted, not damaged, not cut, not exposed. The water pump is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It's not leaking. It is belt driven. The hoses are securely mounted, not
Stay to the
damaged,
left.
not
Then
cut,
use the left lane
not
to continue
leaking.
to Center Street North,
The
Chambers
belt
Street.
is securely mounted, not damaged, not cut. It's got no more than 3/4 of play.
Use the left lane to continue to Center Street North, Chambers Street. In 600 feet, use the left lane to turn left on Chambers Street.
The air compressor is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It is not leaking. It is gear driven. The hoses are securely mounted, not damaged, not cut, not leaking. The coolant reservoir is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It is not leaking. It is filled to the proper level. The cap is present. The hoses are securely mounted, not damaged.
Turn left on Chambers Street.
Let's see what's going on in Canal Street.
In 500 feet,
That's
use the left
not
lane
leaking.
to turn left on Worth Street.
My oil stick is securely mounted, not
Turn left
damaged,
on Worth Street.
not broken. It is not leaking. I will remove it, clean it, put it back in, remove it, check for the proper oil level, put it back in. My power steering reservoir is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, not leaking, filled to proper level, cap is present. Hoses are securely mounted, not damaged, not cut, not leaking. My steering shaft is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It's got no more than 10 degrees of play. My universal joint is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. No debris between connections, properly greased. My steering gearbox is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It is not leaking. All hardware is present. The hoses are securely mounted,
Turn left
not
on Leonard
damaged,
Street.
not cut, not leaking. The pitman arm, the drag link, the upper and lower arm
In 800
controls,
feet,
and
use the left
the
lane
tie
to
rod
turn left on
are
Canal
all
Street.
securely mounted by castle nuts and quarter pins, not damaged, not broken. My front and rear leaf spring mounts are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. All hardware is present. My leaf springs are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. No scissoring. U-bolts are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. All hardware present. The shock absorber is securely mounted on the top and bottom. It's not damaged, not broken, not leaking. The brake hose is securely mounted, not damaged, not cut, not leaking. The brake chamber is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, not leaking. The slack adjuster and the push rod are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. The push rod has no more than 1 inch of play. The brake shoes are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. They have no less than 1/4 inch of material, no grease, no oil. The brake drum is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It has no bluing, which would indicate overheating, and no illegal welds. My tire is securely mounted. There's no bubbles, abrasions, or cuts on the walls of the tire. The top of the tire has no less than 432 of material and 110 psi. I would check that with an air gauge. No recaps and not leaking. My rim is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. No illegal welds. My lug nuts are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. All are present. No rust or shiny threads, indicators of looseness. My hub seal is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It's not leaking. All hardware is present and filled to proper level. My stem valve is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. Cap is present and it's not leaking. That concludes Section A. We will now begin Section B. Mirror bracket, securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. All hardware present. My door handle is properly working. It opens and closes the door properly. The door is securely mounted by the hinges. It's not damaged, it's not broken. The rubber seal on the door is securely mounted. It's not damaged, it's not cut, it's not leaking. My fuel tank is securely mounted by the straps. There's no metal to metal contact. The tank is not damaged, it's not broken, it's not leaking. The cap is present. Safety chain is present. Rubber seal is not cut and not leaking. My steps are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. They hold my weight. No grease, no oil. My exhaust is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It's not leaking. My catwalk is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. No grease, no oil. My frame is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. No illegal welds, no illegal holes, and all hardware is present. My steps to my catwalk are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. Will hold my weight. No grease or oil. My drive shaft is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. My universal joint is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It is properly greased, and there's no trash between the connections. My brake hoses is securely mounted, not damaged, not cut, not leaking. My brake chamber is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, not leaking. My slack adjuster and my push rod are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. My push rod has no more than 1 inch of play.
My brake shoes are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. They don't have less than a quarter inch of material. My brake drum is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It doesn't have any bluing indicating overheating and no illegal welds. My front leaf spring mount is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. All hardware is present. My leaf springs are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. There's no scissoring. My U-bolts are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. All hardware is present. My shock absorber is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It is not leaking. My airbag is securely mounted, not damaged, not cut, not leaking, no bubbles.
With the QuickBooks mobile app, you can snap your receipts, tap, and automatically sort transactions with a swipe. Take care of business even on the go.
My front and rear mud flaps are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. They have the proper clearance from the floor and the tires. My inside and my outside tire are both securely mounted. There's no bubbles, no abrasions, no cuts on the walls of the tires. My tire has no less than 232 of material and 95 psi. I would check that with an air gauge. Not leaking. There is no trash between my tires, and there is no space between my rims. My inside and my outside rim are both securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, no illegal welds. My lug nuts are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. All are present. No rust or shiny threads, indicators of looseness. My hub seal is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It's not leaking. All hardware is present. My valve stem is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It's not leaking. Cap is present. My brake lights and turn signals are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, and of the proper color.
Red light camera ahead.
I have the proper space between the back of my truck and my landing gear for making turns. That concludes Section B. We will now begin Section C, which starts at the front of the trailer. Clearance lights, securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, proper color. Panels, securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, no holes. All rivets are present.
Speed camera ahead.
side of trailer. Panels securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. No holes. All rivets are present. DOT tape covers 50% on the sides of the trailer. My frame is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. All hardware is present. No illegal welds.
Speed camera ahead.
My landing gear is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It is raised to the proper level. The handle is in the lock position. My floor is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. No holes. Cross members are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. All are present. No missing hardware. My airlines, service and emergency are securely mounted. My brake chambers are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, not leaking. My slack adjuster and my push rods are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. Push rod has no more than 1 inch of play. My leaf spring mount is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. All hardware present. My leaf spring is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. No scissor. My shock absorber is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It is not leaking. My airbag is securely mounted, not damaged, not cut, not leaking, no bubbles. My inside and my outside tire are securely mounted, not damaged, not cut, no bubbles, no abrasions on the walls of the tires. Top of tire, no less than 232, 95 psi. I will check that with an air gauge. No leaking. No trash between tires. No space between rims. My inside and outside rim are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. No illegal welds. My lug nuts are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. All are present. No rust or shiny threads, indicators of looseness. My hub seal is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, not leaking. All hardware is present. My stem valve is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It is not leaking. Cap is present. My ABS light is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, of the proper color. My mud flap is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. It's got the proper clearance from the ground and the tires. My clearance lights are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, proper color. My trailer doors are securely mounted by the hinges. They're not damaged, not broken, no holes. Handles are securely mounted and they are in the lock position. DOT tape covers 100% of the back of the trailer. My brake lights and turn signals are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, the proper color. My bumper is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. No grease or oil, and it holds my weight. That concludes section C for the pre-trip inspection. We will now check the coupling of the truck. My service and emergency airlines are securely mounted, not damaged, not cut, not leaking. Glad hands are in the lock position. The rubber seal is not cut, not leaking. The electric line is securely mounted on both ends. It's not damaged, not cut, no exposed wires. The latches are in the lock position on both ends. Apron securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. No illegal welds. Skid plate securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. Properly greased. No space between apron and skid plate. Pivot pin securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. Cotter pin in place. Lock and release handle is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, and in the lock position. My platform is securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. All hardware is present, no illegal welds. My kingpin and my locking jaw are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. They're properly greased. The locking jaw is in the lock position. Okay. That concludes with the coupling. We will now begin the in-cab inspection. Seatbelt, securely mounted, not damaged, not cut. Locks, unlocks properly. My fire extinguisher, securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. Fully charged, up to date. My 3 safety triangles are securely mounted, not damaged, not broken, and of the proper color. My spare fuses are present. My city horn and my highway horn are properly working. My ABS lights turned on and off. Mounted, not damaged, not broken. No illegal stickers. Adjusted to me. My windshield, securely mounted, not damaged, not broken. No illegal stickers. My rubber seal is securely mounted, not damaged, not cut, not leaking. My windshield wipers are securely mounted and properly working. The blades are not cut, not damaged. The wiper fluid is present and properly working. My heat and defrost are properly working. My right signal indicator is properly working. My high beam is properly working. My low beams are properly working. My emergency lights are properly working. I will now do my safe start. My voltmeter is properly working. It is between 12 and 14 volts. My water temperature gauge is properly working, rising to proper level. My oil pressure gauge is properly working, rising to proper level. My primary and secondary air gauge are properly working, between 120 and 140 psi. I will now begin my brake test. I will first check my trailer brake. My trailer brake is properly working. I will now check my tractor brake. My tractor brake is properly working. I will now check my service brake. I will go forward at 5 miles per hour and apply my service brake. My service brake is properly working. I will now do my leak test. I will hold my brake for 1 minute. I cannot lose more than 4 psi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60.
Windows storage. Real quick, I'll be back. time you gonna pick up Aya?
Now.
Oh, now.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
Okay. Why, you're not in the school yet?
Not yet. Right.
Because I'm around the corner.
Okay, can you go there?
No, you need to go together.
No, I mean, where are you around in the corner? Are you in here?
No, I'm 20.
We go together.
No, too late because she's for outside. I'm 21 and 8. Like,
Okay, so go there and then I meet you there.
Oh, you want to meet there? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
See you there.
Okay.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to check our exterior of our lights. The reason we do that is they're going to make sure that your vehicle's safe to go on the road first. So they're going to check the exterior lights for you. So what you're going to do, turn your key on in accessory mode. That'll get your gauges all up and going. So we're going to turn our headlights on first. They should give us a thumbs up if that's good to go. Once we check our headlights, we'll check our brights. Make sure that's good to go. They'll give us a thumbs up if that's working on the exterior. We'll turn our left indicator on. Give us a thumbs up. Right indicator.
But when he says it comes to technology replacing people, not going to happen. Duffy insists that human controllers will retain final authority in important decisions. The Transportation Secretary hoping that AI can alleviate some of the pressure of the job. From the music world, though, traffic guitarist, co-founder Dave Mason is dead at the age of 79. And the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer behind the hit song we're listening to right now, though, we just disagree. Passed away peacefully on Sunday at his home in Nevada. In traffic, Steve Winwood was one of the musicians that co-founded with him. And this gentleman, Mason, also was briefly a member of Profanity in the 1990s, which, I did not know. But from the Weather Center, there is a chance of rain around the tri-state during this afternoon. Mostly cloudy otherwise.
Today's pizza day.
You have money?
Along near 47 with
No, I don't have enough.
How much money?
8.
Only $8.
Or you give me a slate, or give me give me this.
Now you have 9.
That's not enough.
Okay, maybe Mama will give us $1.
No, you pay.
Pay the difference.
You
Your Mama, she's on the way here. You see, Mama's so silly this morning. She forgot the guitar. No, she forgot. She bring it back to the car. Then I told her, go get it, bring it to the school. What happened? She dropped you, and then she bring the guitar back to the car. I told her, you need to leave the car with the guitar with Aya. Then she went back and leave it with the security. The security guy gave you the guitar?
No.
Oops.
It's just on the table.
On the table on your...
Maybe the security guard put it on the table.
Yeah, he put it on the table. That's what happened. You had a good day today? Are you gonna yell to students? Who are you gonna yell to? Just say hi to Melody?
No, he never has after school.
Where is Mama? Why she's late? You see, Mama's still sleeping home. No, I just come here straight. Let's see what she's doing.
I have a notebook.
See in the ring camera.
I have a notebook.
You have a notebook?
I can write in it.
Hey, are you coming? Take you so long. Yo, are you home? We're in school already.
Let me see. No, let's look in the bedroom, because she loves being in the bedroom.
No,
Bedroom!
I think she left. Hey, you left?
Let's go to the bedroom.
Bedroom, there's no camera. You hide the camera. Hello? Hello, are you home? Are you coming? Or you left already?
Wait. Did you left already? Are you there?
No, it's stopped to mute. Hello? I think she's in. Look at the back. I think it's gonna be rain. You want the pizza now or later? Hmm? You can ask a Siri called Aya.
I don't have my Apple Watch.
You forgot to bring it?
I'm not allowed to bring it.
Yeah, but you can hide it. You can hide it in the...
Yeah, but what about it makes a noise?
Don't make any noise. It doesn't make noise. What kind of noise? Don't make any noise.
Woof woof banana. Woof woof banana. Doggy woof woof banana.
Seriously?
Yeah, woof woof banana.
You've banana now? Too early.
Yes.
See if I'm still in line. I think I'm still in line. Still in line. Where is she? Should I call her?
Yeah, call her.
You're in Dyson, where are you? Are you coming? She's some kind of banana. Yesterday she put the white mask. Today she put the black mask. What's up with this black mask, white mask?
Call her.
I call her, she don't answer. She's on the way.
Or sleeping.
No, she told me she's on the way. We're gonna meet here. I think she's behind me. I see her. Tell her what took you so long.
What took you so long?
We're here 2 hours already.
It wasn't 2 hours, it was 10 minutes. We were here for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We call you, you don't answer the phone. I told her about the guitar situation. She don't even notice that.
But you had the guitar? No, I mean you had the guitar today with your teacher? Yeah.
She said the security maybe put it in her desk.
No, it's not. I'm talking about the table for after school.
Yeah, she put it in the after school.
But in the meanwhile, we could have like that area like where we get chopped off like inside, and then different people like
She said it's a pizza day, Mary. She has a $9. Do you have one more dollar to add, Mary? She want it now or later when I come home?
Later when you come home.
or you gonna
I'm gonna drop you off and I'm gonna come back to
What time are you
PS11.
coming back?
Like in about half hour
Why are you going back to PS11?
to drop the kid. The car is my kid, to drop the kid in PS11. I'm dropping the kid every day in PS11. The kid, my car is my kid. He's in school every day from 4 to 8 in the morning. He's a night shift. Yeah, my car is in PS11 every day from 4 to 8 in the morning. He's in, what grade is it? 5th grade? What grade you are here?
Second?
Oh, my car is 4th grade.
Yeah, your car. I think your car should be 5th grade because it's very big.
Okay. 5th grade. He's a chubby. Yeah, maybe until I stop by because I need to give him a cream and also
You're gonna stop back by Uncle Alan?
no, he's gonna stop by us. He need to give me some shirt. I sent him shirt. He said it's too big, so I either wear them or send it to Amazon. Seriously? Woof banana.
This is what. Can I show you what
That's
Ella
the style
wants?
today, woof banana.
Wait, this is what Ella wants. I need fart power. But and then I erased it and then put fart power right here. I need fart power.
Should I park here, take a risk, Mary?
Just imagine.
No good to take a risk, huh? It's like 6 o'clock.
Try and pop the bubble.
Miriam, you're right. The saloon closed, not the airplane. You're right about that. I just double check. I double check, Miriam. Do you want pizza also, Miriam?
No.
Double check. I'm going to take the stuff, or you want me to bring? See, this guy is so funny. He put his bike next to mine. See you later. Later, alligator.
So Daddy's gonna put my backpack?
No, you take it yourself. The guitar. Mama, bring the guitar.
Give us a thumbs up. Check our 4-ways, make sure that those are working. They'll let us know if that's working properly.
Study.
From there, they'll go to the back.
Okay. Viva, viva, viva. Apple, banana. Banana, apple.
No, chicken, banana.
Chicken, banana. Chicken, banana.
Apple banana is not anymore for me. Chicken banana. Chicken banana. Chicken banana.
Seriously? Marian, help her to open. With your legs? Seriously? You gonna cook today? Oh no.
Yeah, I cook for you.
Okay, see you later. She cooked. She said she cooked pasta. She said she cooked. If she cook, she cook. Pizza day. I want pizza.
We can do the same thing. Once they're back there, we have our headlights on, so our tail light should be on right now. They'll give us thumbs up, let us know we're good there. We'll check our brake lights. They'll give us thumbs up, let us know that's working. Check our four-ways in the back. But once they give us a thumbs up, our left indicator, right indicator, once they've signaled all that's ready, they'll come around and they'll climb in the cab with you. All right, now that the examiner has climbed in, they're in the truck with us, the first thing that we're going to do is our seat belt. We're going to put our seat belt on. As we put our seat belt on, we're checking.
Trader Joe and tomato people. See you tomorrow. Peace and love. Peace and love. Trader Joe and tomato people. See you tomorrow. Peace and love. Peace and love. Delivery. Construction. Major construction. See you tomorrow. Peace and love. Peace and love. Another day, another blessing.